Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thank you for joining us. We are, of course, live streaming here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday. And we cover a wide range of topics, but this week we have certainly been talking about the Goonies. The 40th anniversary of the movie release is coming up this Saturday, June 7th, and there's a huge celebration going on over on the Oregon coast. And if you have been in the Northwest for any amount of time, there's a good chance you've made a trek, at least if you went to Astoria, to go take a look at the Goonies house, the Walsh House from the movie. It is still there. It is standing. And with recent owners, it has been redesigned on the inside to match a lot of what the original Walsh House looked like in that movie. And the person behind that is with us right now, James Pearse Connelly. James, thank you very much for joining us here today. You know, we've covered some of this before, and just I think there's something about the Goonies that really resonates so much with not just people around the Northwest, but also all over the place. People are coming in, and so I wanted to know, for you, just to get a little bit of the backstory, how did you come in contact originally with the owners of the Goonie House and just get involved in this?
Now, I will say this. Okay, I'll start this story, and I'm going to tell you, but this is my first Goonies weekend. People are coming from all over. I'm really excited. I just got here. My job is done. The house is done. It does look spectacular. I will say that. But the backstory is the owner is a wonderful man and passionate about the movie. Who isn't? It's touched a lot of people. And they're all coming this weekend. Not nervous. And he reached out to me, even though it's been heard that I reached out to him. I didn't know him from anything before, but to really correct the story, Mr. is he reached out to me. He was looking for a production designer. That's the long story short. Not an interior designer, not an architect, but somebody who knows how to translate story into visual like we do as set designers all the time. I have a little bit of experience in interiors also, and so it was an easy fit. And then when we met, I love the movie, and I could rattle off lines just like he would, and it was really like love at first sight.
Like just a perfect match. So for that lower third, I'll adjust that. I'll change that to set designer instead of interior. I just figured you design so many things, and it is so outside of my world. It's amazing. And you know, for you with the Goonies side of things, you know, what is it that drew you into it? What is it that draws you into that movie?
This is, I mean, let's be honest. This is the start of the movie, and it's a third of the movie. It really establishes all the characters, and the house, this project, it grabs you from that moment. It's where the adventure began, sure, and then they go to the caves, they go to the pirate ship, you know the story. But you relate to the Goonies when you watch it from that house, from Astoria and the Goondocks, and it does all start here.
Yeah, all right there in Astoria, and I think that is, you know, the relating to them. And I also think it's interesting, you know, from your perspective, that's what, you know, really drew you into it, which makes sense because that is your career. And for people who don't know, I mean, it's a pretty amazing career that you have as far as the different things that you've worked on. And would you mind sharing with people just a little bit about that, about your background?
Sure, yeah, and I'll tell you, for those of you who are Academy members, please consider a few of the projects we have done this voting season, wink, wink. I am responsible for designing The Voice. I designed Top Chef and have now for the last 13 years. I designed Wheel of Fortune, the new one that's on with our favorite host, Ryan Seacrest. I designed Is It Cake? I was just there the other day. I have designed Watch What Happens Live behind Andy Cohen. There are a lot of unscripted, multi-camera, big, fabulous sets that I'm pretty responsible for.
Wow, that is amazing. What is it about it that, you know, keeps you doing this and obviously being so successful at it? But I mean, you have to want to do that. So what is it that drives you for this?
It is a weird tick I have, I guess. You're right. I do. I
didn't mean to call you weird, but
no, it's true. No, it's honestly true. Because, I mean, design is a really rewarding but also very hard position to be in. You are always showing a product that people then sort of mold with you, and it's a lot of opinions are involved, but I am addicted to it. I love it. I love unscripted multi-camera shows, television shows, because the story starts with the environment. And I love telling a story in the space And it's sort of going back to this Goonies house. As a kid, I grew up in New Jersey on the Jersey Shore. I've never been here ever, but it was so relatable. The Goondocks, the space in Astoria felt like Leonardo, New Jersey, where I'm from, and it just like as a set designer, I feel in space.
Well, you are there in the space right now in Astoria, as you mentioned, for your first Goonies weekend. So what have you done, I guess, just preparing for this huge thing with probably tens of thousands of people that are going to be showing up there in Astoria for this?
That's what they're saying. I'm really excited. I've noticed definitely a lot more people since when we were building out. We did the house in just over 5 weeks, which is pretty record breaking. It was really exciting. The prep in advance was much longer than that, but we had the best team there and we executed and it looks really good. I will say the best part of my job is watching people receive the job, receive the space. And I'm going to get a chance to watch some very important people step into the house for the first time. And that's the best. I have my family out here with me too. My 2 sons and my husband are here and we are going to watch all these people. Check it out. There's a VIP party among a ton of other events here at Goonies Weekend that I'm learning about. And I'll be there and I'll get to watch a lot of people check it out. And that's really cool.
That is really amazing. Yeah, having people see that work. I mean, for something like that, for you having people go in there and see all this work you've done, what's the feeling that you get when you watch somebody watch your work?
I like to, a lot of designers do it different, right? But like, I like to watch sort of just 2 steps back. I really like to see, and there are some super fans coming. Like I'm telling you, people that know this movie like the back of their hand and like basically educated me during the process. I reached out on social media throughout the process to all the super fans just because I wanted their blessing and then I wanted that information. I like to watch them just take it in. I really do like them. I like to just see like a fly on the wall, how they receive it. And I'm just really excited about being there and doing that.
We've got a couple of these pictures here that, you were sent over, just taking a look at that house. I mean, I went there as a kid. It's like you go to Astoria, you go take a look at the Goonies house. And I should emphasize for everybody too, it's not a public place where you can just walk into.
This weekend is a little different. There are a couple of events. You can walk up to the front,
okay.
except for Friday. And I was there yesterday putting some finishing touches on it, and people are coming. They are walking up that hill. But yes, as a reminder, it is a neighborhood, and there are wonderful signs posted on how to experience the house. You park a certain area down the street, you walk up. It's easy.
Nice. Perfect. Well, for everybody coming out there for this weekend, to all of these events, you've got your stuff, which let's remind people, what you're going to be doing there, actually.
Oh gosh, thanks for that. Goonies Weekend is packed with a bunch of things. There's scavenger hunts, there's proms. I don't know. We're going to see a lot of stuff. There's a cast and crew panel for some behind the scenes stuff, and there is a design panel here at the Cannery Pier Hotel and Spa that I'm going to be at with my set decorator, part of my team, and Jack Johnson, the original concept illustrator for Goonies. He's 87 years old, and he's bringing a concept art piece of the Goonies house to show the attendees here. And I'm really excited to have him because I worked a lot with him when we rebuilt the house up the hill.
That's fantastic that he still has everything like that and can show it.
He sure does. It was amazing when I met him in the studio a few months ago, and he's bringing it down here to show the attendance. I'm really excited.
Well, for all these other events, too, that are going on, what are you most excited to go to?
I don't know. I will say, I'm most excited, though, about meeting people. So far, I've only been here just 2 days so far. I was at the house yesterday finishing, got in the night before, and I met people throughout my journey, but people are just stopping me and saying hi. And the spirit of being a Goonie is just everywhere. It really feels good. And so whether I go to the ice cream store or the film museum, I'm sort of mostly excited about just kind of bumping into people and saying hi.
That seems to be one of the common themes, too, from everybody that we've talked to, is just the other fans. We're talking about how people may wait in line for something, but it doesn't matter because they're making a new friend in line and hanging out with somebody else who's another Goonies fan.
It really is special. I mean, like I said, this movie has touched so many people. and they're all here, and that's really cool. So they all have this thing in common. It's really fun. I'm probably going to hit the film museum. I have actually, dirty little secret, haven't been to that jail set. I mean, not that I was recreating the jail, I was recreating the house, but I'm going to check that out for sure. And then, we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, it's great. There's so many good things even right around there in that area. So plenty to see, plenty to do. I mean, James, thank you for having time, to join us today too, just to have this conversation just about the Goonies, about the work that you do, and as you mentioned, for the Academy voters out there, you've got your list right there.
Wheel of Fortune, Top Chef, and don't forget The Voice. Please consider us. We work really hard.
There you are. All right, James, thank you so much, and have a
Thanks.
Great time in Astoria for this Goonies weekend.
Thank you very much. Thanks. And if you can come down, come down.
I definitely want to get out of there. Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you, James. And for everybody watching again, this is Fox 12 Now. We're going to take a quick break. We do have more coverage of the Goonies weekend up on the Fox 12 Oregon app, so you can go there, take a look at it, and check out all of our different segments that we've had. This is part of my weird set. Maybe we can get James to redesign it for us. But we will be back here shortly with more. So thanks for joining us, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.